penetration into that house when we are looking for the death, for what evidence of what killed Mohbad. Why do they go to the extent of now, taking sensitive things out of that house to the extent of not, having not knowing the location of the CCTV and the DVR connected to the CCTV? Why do they allow Mohbad's property, property, in terms of things he used when he was alive, like his clothes, his shoes, his wristwatch, his gold, and the rest? Why do they allow those things to be taken out of that house? And those who now, shared it are the ones now frustrating the effort of the same authority that we want to attack. Because the authority will have no reason, to be able to get some facts now. And it will be a problem for them if they are not getting the facts, because they are supposed to get evidence. They are the cause of not getting the evidence because they allow people to go and infiltrate into that house. You understand? So we need to put it in the protest if there must be. But there can never be protest if there is no questions of protest. Questions of protest, no matter where we are directing our protest to. If our protest is to say that they are pampering the nurse, they need to tell us how the nurse wouldn't be attending the coroner court to the extent that the judge said she doesn't need the nurse in the court. If protest would be done on that to say, no, the judge is not, doing well in that regard, let us put it in the questions of protest. We need questions of protest first before we now know what to channel and where to channel it. So this I'm saying will help us to know whether the protest will be good or not and to pick a date for it. Protest is part of things, and let me call it tools that we use in war. And I said there is an agenda setting in the media that the media can help in propelling and in projecting what we want to achieve. So let us all gather this together. Let us think it if it's necessary or not. And again, let's not forget that after having a good questions of protest, the legal team of Baba and even Baba himself can now look at it and say, protest is that is where I need, that is the area, because that is the area where things are not being, So what he does, DNA hearing. She judge it, he cannot grant the DNA request that Wunmi has the right not to do DNA. Then protest can come to say, why is the judge giving such a judgment? Why? We can appeal because it is a wrong, judgment. So I'm just giving this idea because protest must be well structured. Because, it has to be a protest to ask questions and to be directed to authorities and, expecting an answer from those authorities. We want to ask questions. So those who are thinking protest is next, I will not be indifferent from them as long as we have the questions. To me, Mohbad'S, and I tried to call my lawyer also to know the update from the court. And like I said, I was making a call. But as it is now, out of every application that we read in court today that we approved, there is only one application that I am not, I can't call it application, but let me just say pending request that it just still remain adamant on. And what is that request? The request of the nurse to appear. I don't know why that fact is not well addressed, because it's looking like, why is the nurse so powerful that even the judge said, and this is what is, really, really important to us now. Nobody will say it's the nurse, and nobody will say it's not the nurse, but the nurse is vital here, is a key person. I remember police report, Lori page, this is Comfy. The police report concluded by saying Mohbad died as a result of injection that was administered by an auxiliary nurse, blah, 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 blah. It was there loud and clear. Now, if police can say all this, and the court is saying such a nurse is not needed, then let us ask questions. Why? What is going on? What happened? Who is the nurse? Who is the father of the nurse? Who is the mother of the nurse? Who is the friend of the nurse? Why is the nurse not important? Why is the nurse not needed? is the nurse. Okay, even if police can say that, even if police is lying, why can't the police be told that because the nurse has been called, she has given an account, and from her account, police, please stop. You know, the court can tell the police not to pin it on the nurse. I would rather agree and admit that the police is, I don't want to say they pin it on the nurse, but from their findings, they discover it was the nurse. But the court is saying the nurse is not important. Who should we be dragging? Should we be dragging the police that Ebola nurse, or should we be dragging the court to say the nurse is not important? I don't understand. They are talking about toxicology, that it is when the report of toxicology is out that the nurse can be called to come and appear in court. The question is this: is the nurse the one that will do the toxicology? I think the only thing the judge should say is that I will not call the doctor until toxicology is out so that the doctor can come and explain the content of the toxicology. That should be a correct one. It is very, very incorrect to say the nurse should not come to court until toxicology result. Now, toxicology today, the toxicology in a way has vindicated the nurse by saying that the result is inconclusive. Nothing was detected. Though there is no way the nurse will be needed. And as such, it looks somehow. It's a fake, like it's not a good thing. So what I am saying is this: protest can be done when some dark side of an event is not cleared. So people can use protest to ask for an answer. So whosoever that wants to spearhead this and that want this protest to come up should look at the dark side of this case, places where we need an answer for us to be able to know why those answers have not been given. So questions should be well structured. And I want us to look at this because I will not be indifferent from any genuine protest. So let me mute my mic so that I can add more when I need to.
All right, thank you so much, Westo. Thank you so much. That was a great one. Sorry, we have the team Lagata here. He's the one that organized the protest in London the last time we went to Nigerian House. So Lagata, sorry, can we have you please?
Yeah, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. My own
Lagata, 1 second, please. One talk from Karimot 7 days sitting by Karimot Sorrow. So Westo, you can continue.
Olóṣìní Kádíjà abolórí burúkú ni ẹ.
Ojú abẹ.
Kódà mo lọ follow ẹ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ bí mo ṣe like ẹ tó mo lọ follow ẹ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ìgbà tí mo gbọ́ kinní yẹn.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ Lagata. Thank you so much.
Kádíjà Kádíjà.
Lagata, you kọ́kọ́ give submission ọ̀ka tó sọ̀rọ̀ Kádíjà.
Okay, so yes, we are planning to do another peaceful demonstration again, and it would be nice if we can have it in different countries, you know, Germany, Dublin, America, London, and any other country that we have strong soldiers that are fighting for justice for Mohbad. I've been hearing some rumors as well that I just want to use this as a medium to do a disclaimer that I, Lagata, at any point in time, I've ever bullied Liam or called Liam a bastard. I'm a father myself. I'm not going to put curse or abuse a child that I believe is a minor in this justice for Mohbad. My only interest in this justice for Mohbad is to know what and how Mohbad died after the show and when he got to the house. So just for in case people are listening, and I believe this has been my stand ever from the beginning of this justice. So we are planning to do the rally again, a peaceful demonstration. We've had the feedback from the...
F1 gift here, Pata fresh, any tell
Fuck Salah, man.
Restricted.
I don't care. I can be like 100 bang straight. I can be 100 bang. Keep power tapping until it gets to 100.
One flag.
I can be 100 bang.
Soldier about to one be by one flag.
I can be like I can be like lost 100 bang. Come on, lost 100. Keep him Lagata to better. I can 100. I can come on, love bang.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, while we are power tapping, I don't know who is. Someone talked about Perry. Who is Perry?
So hold on. Follow the host, please. Follow the host.
Okay. Cool. Let me. No, sorry, because someone mentioned your name and was talking about the protest and the content of the protest, the questions of the protest. So please, let us know, because there are so many sides.
What you said now, I've recorded it already. So I'll send it to Lagata and some other people like Moonlight on Lagata. So because there are some vital questions there that they need to ask the government. So Lagata, let's have you please. Thank you.
All right.
Lagata, we can have you now, sir. Keep power tapping, everybody. Keep power tapping. Keep power tapping. Keep power tapping.
West Coast on this tí mo wà convinced tí mo fẹ́ béèrè. West Coast sọ pé wọ́n ní wọ́n sọ ní kóòtù wípé nurse ò need. Ẹjọ́ ṣe lè ní ni wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Wípé kò need nurse ni. Mi ò understand.
Okay, let me just answer this question. It has always been the stand of the judge before that the nurse is not required to come to court until when the result of toxicology is out. Now, the result of toxicology came as inconclusive, which made the judge not to see reason to still call the nurse, and nothing was linking to the nurse. They call it a waste of judicial resources by calling those who are not relevant. So in a way, I'm quoting that the judge, in a way, is putting the nurse under needless, should I call it witness or suspect to come and appear. And even up to today, when some applications were read and granted, the part of the nurse was not included. So I'm still trying to, relate to confirm that why is it that the nurse is not as important as others? Because I don't understand that part. And I'm referencing the police report again, and I still watched it recently. I can even play it here for us to hear, voice the last part of that report that said Mohbad died as the result of injection that was administered on him by an auxiliary nurse, blah, 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 blah. Now, if police is saying that, where do they get that fact and evidence from? Where do they establish that fact? And if the nurse is now being, mentioned as an auxiliary nurse who administered an injection that, got Mohbad to misbehave and died, why is court not questioning such person? So it's still very, very much, dicey. I don't know. But maybe they called the nurse today. I will need to reconfirm that part, because I think the nurse application was re-forwarded to the court, kind of. But I'm yet to reconfirm if the judge later agreed that the nurse is going to come, or probably still putting it under the, atmosphere of trying to see what to link the nurse to, or how to link it to the nurse. So let's just see. I'm seeing compromise in that part, which we need to really, really, look into. So let me meet for now. Okay, someone said the nurse is also coming. Is it our wish for the nurse to come, or is it part of the application granted today? Let us find out. We all wish that the nurse is coming, but is it officially granted? If it has been officially granted, then fine. Oh, that's fine. Good. Let's move on.
Team Lagata, welcome back. Can we have you now, sir?
Okay, once you confirm a poor application on grant loan, so that is a good one, and we can move now, because I see no reason why the nurse should be seen as one that is not important. So with this now, we can move on. Let's go. Thank you all.
Team Lagata, are you there, sir?
Yes, so I'm here. Thank you.
Let's have you, sir.
Thank you very much. Like I was saying earlier, that I, Lagata, has never for once, ever, have to bully Liam or create a curse on him, because I'm a father myself and I will not do that. My only interest in this is to get justice for Mohbad and now Mohbad Pie. That is the only interest. So as regards to the peaceful demonstration we're going to do in the United Kingdom, we want to employ everyone and to appeal to everyone as well in other countries that ká fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn hàn sáwọn ìjọba wa tó wà níbikíbi tá a bá ń gbé pé àwa jà àwa ṣe anything a kò fẹ́ àwọn àlàyé a dẹ̀ fẹ́ kíjọba kó jọ that they should put effort in helping us to unravel the cause of the death. So I can mute 1 second. I'm not to get call you 1 second.
Lagata, while you are receiving the call, I hope you'll be able to answer some few questions. I want to repeat, when we want to do protests, now, I can't say of before, now, protests cannot just be done that they want to unravel the death of Mohbad. There are a series of things that has happened that is looking like, what are we trying to unravel? Let us channel a protest towards a particular dark side, rather than saying we just want a general protest, because the question that we want to ask must be addressed. And if they are not addressing and giving us an answer, then we can repeat and repeat and repeat as long as answer is not coming. But when we now say we just want to have a peaceful demonstration as well, I call it jamboree, it's just a random. What are we really asking? We have reason for coming out. This is our reason. Give us answer to this reason, to these questions. What are the questions? If you are saying they should unravel, they will tell you that court is ongoing to unravel. That is not going to answer any question. But if we are saying, why is this not happening, and we are calling on you because you are the one in charge, that is the reason why we are here. We are before you, this and so on and so on. You know, we must channel and we must know where we are going to. If we know to do a protest and go to police station, no need for us to go to hospital. If you are doing a protest and we are going to hospital, no need for us to go to government house. If you are doing a protest and we are going to government house, there is no need to go to any place. And if it is everything inclusive, then it cannot be stated to say, okay, day 1, this is where we go. Day 2, this is where we go. Day 3, this is where we go. Because what you are going to do in so place in day 1, they need to answer questions in regard to this. What we are going to do in this place, on the day 2, we need to answer some questions. If we are going to do this day 3 and going to a particular place on the day 3, we have to answer some questions. But without doing this, it's just going to be jamboree. It's just going to be usual thing, or maybe rally or kind of. I don't know. So let this be structured, and it has to go in line with what is, not clear and the dark side of the case. So what we need to do together is to begin to look at the dark side and move on. Thank you.
Lagata Shotisheto, Mama Law. Follow the host, follow the host. Don't forget to follow the host. Please follow the host and give the host a gift. And power tap, please. Can you follow the host? That's one.
I don't know if God's protection is in the comment section or listening to this somewhere. I heard when she was having a conversation with Karimot yesterday.
Yeah, I think that's Karimot ni mo fẹ́ address. Karimot wèrè Kádíjà yẹn ó ti ń bẹ̀ kó máa sọ̀rọ̀. Kádíjà mo rí ẹ pé wọn náà ṣó ọmọ ọkùnrin. Ohun tí Wùnmí ṣe fún Mohbad, òun ló máa ṣe fọ́mọ ọkùnrin. Because ẹ̀yin mọ̀ tòótọ́ ẹ wá ń bẹ Wùnmí, ẹ wá ń bẹ Karimot pé kó jọ kó ṣe gbá kó ṣe àwo. Ṣèbí wọ́n lérí tẹ́lẹ̀ ni bàtẹ́ ti rí pé òótọ́ fẹ́ jáde. Karimot America ló wà. And mo fẹ́ kó obìnrin ní àwọn lórí ìbálòyà tó bá fẹ́ lò ní Nàìjíríà. Mi ò rò bóyá onídàá ti lọ sí Nàìjíríà as long as lóye pa present. Bóyá wọ́n lè ṣe Zoom or WhatsApp call ni. Káwọn pípẹ́ ẹ̀ má bàa ṣe é léṣe. So béèrè lọ́wọ́ lọ́yà á sọ fún ẹ. Mi ò rò bí o láti wà president as long as
ẹ má ti sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà kò sọ pé òun lọ Nàìjíríà àti sọ.
No, wọ́n náà sọ́mọ̀ lòun náà. Wọ́n náà sọ́mọ̀ lòun náà tó ń jọ àrífá. Ẹgẹ́ kan tí mo sọ. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo ṣe sọ nìyẹn pé káyè má máa já jọ ń dúró lọ́hùn. Ní nǹkan tó bá mọ̀ bá wa sọ, abiyamọ ni mí. Ìwọ náà bímọ ọkùnrin. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ ká rí ìyàwó tó máa pa ọmọ wa ọkùnrin. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ ká rí ìyàwó burúkú. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká ọmọ ẹ̀ bá pàdé jọ ń dúró lọ́hùn. Wojú tó bá ti fẹ́ sọ òótọ́ jọ ń dúró lọ́hùn. Jẹ́ kí Mohbad ọ̀rọ̀ ìrírí olúwa ọmọ ló bá kó sí ẹ nínú. Fún owó position tí bàbá ìlérí olúwa wà. Ó wá gbé sí position tí bàbá ẹ̀ náà bá wà. Ó jọ kó jẹ́ ká sọ òtútọ́. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kọ́mọ kú mọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ wá lójú. Abiyamọ ni mí. Mo dẹ̀ understand bó ṣe ń gbé ìjọ tó Ọlọ́run. Mo fọ Ọlọ́run bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àdúrà mo dẹ̀ ń ṣe fún ẹ. Jọ bá wa gbé ìlérí olúwa Ọládìméjì Alọ́ba wa.
Mommy J, correspond to my message, please. Mommy J.
Karimot, Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú ẹ. A nífẹ̀ẹ́ àdẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ̀. Amẹ́ríkà lájọ wà ń bí. Ìlú tó dẹ̀ mọ òfin ni jọjọ Ọlọ́run. Tó bá ti fẹ́ dókòó kó bá ti wò báyìí. Bá mi wá wo ìlérí olúwa Ọládìméjì Alọ́ba. Kó bá mi máa wo bàbá ẹ̀ tó tọ́. Torí wọn náà ní onífẹ̀ẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀. Jọjọ Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Wà á máa rí gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, wà á máa rí bá ti ṣe, wà á máa rọ́nà gbẹ̀gbà. Jọjọ Ọlọ́run bó mo pé mi ò ní dùn. Tó bá gbogbo bàbá ìlérí olúwa aṣọ o bàbá ìlérí olúwa.
Ẹ jẹ́ sáré gbé kọ́ mi Samuel wa ẹ jọ hold on.
Okay.
Hello. Ẹ jọ mo ń bọ̀. Hello bá. Mo ti gbé. Hello.
So, sorry. Are you there, please? Russell, you have said so well, and according to what you said, you've given us some points. Some points, also the reason why the house was not sealed, the reason why woman was not arrested, then this person, Darusha, Adura, everybody, why they are not summoned and all that. So we need to look into that too. So I'm sure some people still have their own questions too. If you have any question concerning the protest that is coming up, you can always put it on the comment section. We will write it out. Thank you so much, everyone. Lagata, sorry, are you there? Lagata.
Lagata is on the call. Before Lagata will come back,
my God.
I want us to first of all prepare for something. And what I want us to prepare for is not because anybody is wishing this.
The case in the inquest. I also he will be able to quickly, contact Karimot, and some other things will be ongoing. That will be good. But since they have granted, maybe virtual attendance like the DRS said just now. Virtual, maybe through Skype or whatsoever. They can put Karimot on the big screen and she will speak to the coroner inquest. That too will help. This guy, Karimot, all this you guys are saying no. Karimot for screen. Ma sọ̀rọ̀, mo lè sùn, ma sọ̀rọ̀, mo lè sùn. Oh, you go sweet, oh. You say?
It's not Karimot to be going to one platform to another. She can just sit down in her room, make a video, and send the video out. Tell the whole thing and send it out.
You don't know. Maybe she has spoken to a lawyer and they have told her to wait and the time is coming. You don't know. But anyway, I don't want to assume. Let them do the right thing. The earlier the better. This thing is taking time. I don't think that over time so many things would have been resolved. Those Karimot can be called and be brought tomorrow. The earlier the better. Like, I mean, take video, even having video like what you said right now. Like, I mean, even going to the notary, having an affidavit or a sworn statement, deposition. I think that was a better thing for me. If Karimot can swear under an oath and say some things are truth, then nobody can bribe her. But if you are waiting for Nant, maybe next 1 month, what if they call her and give her 70 million?
Things can change, exactly. Things can change.
She will just come back and I'm sorry, she's my sister, 2 sisters can fight, okay? Everything I've said, I withdraw it. Then go swear for him, Papa. I ain't bad.
And again, the reason why Iyabojo was supposed to doing that rubbish video was because of this guy that want to do a protest. What's her name? Yomi, this guy, an artist like this. He's an
artist. Activist.
Actor and activist. Yomi Fabi.
I don't know.
He was the one that stood against Iyabojo during this man. This guy that, what's her name?
Mohbad'S.
You know the worship. In the case of Mohbad'S, it was one that stood against Iyabojo. Yeah, so it was one that said he's coming out on Corona Inquest to come and do campaign or do protest. If you see that Iyabojo video with Wumi, in fact, that woman.
Imagine they were doing pepper them together. What if she pepper them? What you be? Iyabojo like the food they do pepper them together. Ma pepper and one kuni, olokuni and one kuni give it, but ma pepper them with the pepper men.
Make TikTokers are also on that platform. They are doing it together.
It was a platform.
Yeah, it was.
I hope it's not the DIS platform. I hope it's not the DIS platform because I won't be able to. I hope Iyabojo didn't come there and do prepare them.
It was on TV platform.
I tried to use it was the DIS. I know she won't do that. She won't do that. But you know, with all honesty, the timing. You know what? One thing that is painful in this case is the time. We don't have much time, and those that are really driving on the case, sometimes it's like we should trust them. Sometimes we don't even know whether to trust them. It's like they have compromised. So you understand what I'm saying? And this is the reason why we keep looking at, when are we going to get this thing? Time matters. Nobody's going to be here forever. That's just it. Okay, when the right time comes to do something, we'll do it. All this time waiting since January, not doing autopsy, all this time going left and right. I mean, you know, not be so. It's almost like maybe they have compromised.
Yeah, Paparano, I said, this woman, they never put her for a place. Like, she's just moving freely. That's why she's doing all these things she's doing. Right from the start of coming out to make insult and the rest, coming out to do video, prepare them, whatever. It is because she has not been put in her place. If she has been put in her place, she will not dare do anything. In fact, if she see her phone, she will break it. Because what will be flashing before her eyes will be how you will be facing the punishment for what she has done. But they are not putting her in the right place.
Messages, what is that? Is it for us? Play it, let's see. So that was the paper then.
Yes, is the video Juicy was talking about. It just video. It was on a live, the Pepper Them video. So
Who's that? Who is this? It's not the diarist. The diarist, you know. Who's that?
The diarist.
Who is this?
Yeah, it's Supreme Iron Lady, eh?
This Iron Lady I've been telling.
No, she's the one. Supreme. Hey, today not today.
Oh. No, I thought you were showing me video. Let me see. Wait now, I'm gonna put you back. I'm gonna pull it there on the screen. Wait, let me see Swepe then. I didn't even know it was you. Seriously. Okay, possible the guy is the now. I'm coming. I'm gonna put you the guys. Let's just see this Yabo Joe thing.
Why I look like that? Let me put myself there. Let me put myself there now.
Just wait now. Yeah, I'm coming. As an analyst, let me quickly analyze that. You know, when people's end has come, okay, they laugh the last laugh. Do you understand? This is nonsense. Why you will see as any real psychologist here who analyze that laugh? Hey, that's not how you celebrate victory. That is not how. Okay, like they are crying in their heart. They are crying in their heart. Like, hey, these people they prepare us. So, what have she to again? Smith Bankole. Aki Pelumi. We go there. We will not kill now. She be now the kill now. They are the one protecting killers. We will not have anything to worry about. I don't know why they think they think. I mean, that we have anything to scare about. We don't have anything to worry about. We don't. We aren't protecting Joseph Aloba. If Joseph Aloba has a hand in what came about, he's gonna go down for it. I'm not Baba fan. Are you in the mocks? Kim the guys to Shebai. She had to come student in me.
So next to the inquest today is
we're not seeing very well. Egbeko Tobi screen. Egbesumo. Look at the four corner of the screen and fit it. But you have to clean what is in the top now. You have to clean.
Disclaimer: everyone is welcome. No discrimination. Only come with a logic reasoning.
Wait. The guys, wait. I'm gonna teach you something, okay? Whenever you go to your live stream, have you done this on your live before?
No, I want to teach some people some things.
No, wait, just wait, please wait. Let us, understand things.
So pardon me if I'm smelling through the
floor. You have not done this. You have not done this on your panel, right? On your
panel. No, this is the first time I got it.
Okay, maybe you do it as well. So how you do it is this: whenever you put up a whiteboard there, okay, you're gonna go to three dots, and then you click on mirror effect. Look at the screen. You see when I click on mirror, it will change you. So we'll be able to see what you put on the screen. My God. Why? Guys, are you seeing what she's writing? Is that Arabic?
Why? Why? Because I'm wearing is it because I'm wearing Jalamia and
No. It was supposed to change. Like, let's see. Wait, let me come on big screen. Like the board, when I use board marker, okay? Like, let me say, for example, now, if I click mirror effect, you see? Just look at my face. You see I'm changing position, right? You see me changing position?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly. So now, the letters I'm saying the letters are upside down, so it looks Arabic. It looks the other way. So you get in your phone there, can you click on mirror effect on your phone? Let's see what happens. So that we can be able to see the right, we can't see the right things.
Computer, I go spoil everything. No.
No. I mean your phone. I mean, she been a phone to the screen now. You have your phone there.
Now where to like click?
Did you see? Oh God. Let me bring my second phone to come on. I can't do it now. What you're gonna do is this, because now we can't see. Guys, can you guys see what is on that board? We can't see it.
No.
You can't see it.
Okay, she has to switch her camera, back camera.
Okay. Use your back camera if it's possible. But we'll not be able to see your face. We'll only see the board and your hand. Like turn the back of your camera to face the board.
turn the back of my camera to face the board.
Yes.
I will not see you guys.
Exactly.
But I don't want to do it that way. I will still be talking and I'll be writing.
No, we will not see what you are writing. That's the thing. We will not, and it's not okay.
I'll be saying it out.
Okay. Just go on, but it's not supposed to be like that.
So what I'm saying is today is 8/9, 8/11. What is today's date? 16.
Yes, 8/16.
The inquest today, Wunmi was recalled, and IPO Mohammed Yusuf was requested, also called. You know, and also recalled because he was there before, so he too was recalled. So Magistrate Shotobi, they had to the prime, and this is only on the instance of Primeboy, meaning that only Primeboy's lawyer will cross-examine these two people. It was a face-off between Primeboy's lawyer. In fact, he did a fantastic job today when I got it. So because she refused, and Primeboy's lawyer had to state that, okay, there is a petition against Wunmi and the IPO Mohammed. So he had to say that. Also, remember, we discussed it on my platform before, that the IPO Yusuf stated that there's a dagger Primeboy used in stabbing Wunmi, in stabbing Mo. So these are the premise, and these were the arguments that were in court today. So also the autopsy the government produced, the government autopsy disprove it. It disprove a stabbing wound. Instead of stab. Disprove a stabbing wound. According to them, even though I still believe there's a stabbing wound. So now, these are the Primeboy's lawyer will be the one to cross-examine the IPO, and according to the magistrates, Baba Mohbad's lawyer are not going to be able to cross-examine these two people. In fact, according to what I was told, and also what the sniper, whoever gave the sniper the screenshots, did a fantastic job too, the voice notes, because Wunmi's Mohbad's mother was also requested by Primeboy's lawyer on the premise, on the instance of Primeboy, because she stated that Baba Mohbad asked Primeboy to run away. So, but it's okay. We give it to the judge or the magistrate because she refused to have Primeboy, Mama Mohbad come. So that was okay. So at least the lawyer, the petition that, I have the petition, I don't know if you guys would like me to read it. We've read it multiple times in the past on my platform, where Primeboy petitioned Wunmi and the IPO for trying to coerce this IPO Yusuf.
If you have it there, read it. If you have it there, read it. If you have it there, read it.
I have it. Where the IPO was trying, and we have picture evidences, we have voice notes, because Primeboy was actually recording, or someone was actually recording for Primeboy. Let me read it. I have it. Let me find it out. It's loading. Petition. This is not it. This is the I have that's the one that came up first is the embalmment. No, that's not what I want. So now let me go to sorry guys. Let me go to the petition of the Primeboy against Wunmi and IPO Yusuf. Okay, there we go. life, false accusation, and using the men. That's a key one. Using men of the State Criminal Investigation Department to intimidate and coerce Mr. Owodunni Ibrahim. Okay. Mr. Owodunni Ibrahim into making false confession of causing grievous bodily harm on Ilerioluwa Aloba deceased, aka Mohbad, contrary to section 56, 93, 94, 96 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State, 2015, and petition against Inspector Mohammed of State CID Pansi for official high-landedness, yes, abuse of police power, and an attempt to pervert justice contrary to section 97 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State, 2015. We, as the solicitor of Mr. Ibrahim Owodunni, aka Primeboy, hereinafter referred to as our client, on whose premise instructions we petition your good office. Our client briefed our office of the timeline of events as follows: that sometimes around September 2023, after the demise of Ilerioluwa Aloba, hereinafter described as Mohbad, our client was shockingly declared wanted for the death of Mohbad. Our clients, upon discovering the ugly situation and as a law-abiding citizen, made himself available at the State CID Pansi, where he was interrogated and detained for about 3 months before he was eventually released sometimes in December 2023, and was requested to frequent the intense State CID Pansi for signing pending the conclusion of the investigation. Our client thereafter made it a point of duty to consistently attend the State CID Pansi on every appointment date given to him. However, on one of the occasions of his visits, sometimes in March 2024, our client was again re-arrested on the basis that there was another petition, habeas frivolous for cyber stalking written against him by Omowumi Adebanjo Aloba. To our client's surprise, he was handcuffed to the chair like a convicted criminal by Inspector Mohammed of the State CID Pansi and was interrogated with questions that are not relevant. Note that with questions that are not relevant to admit that he was the one who stabbed Mohbad with a dagger before his death. Unknown to Inspector Mohammed, our client had his phone on him and quickly took pictures and made videos of his predicaments at the time of the copy of said photographs. Oh, sorry. Petition, okay. Upon our client's further request, in the reason of his detention, Inspector Mohammed and other officers of the State CID Pansi informed our client that
he should go and cooperate with Omowumi Adebanjo and to do her biddings. It is important to state that since the release of our client from detention of the Pansi, he has been receiving several threats via phone call, social media, which were all orchestrated by Omowumi Adebanjo and her cohorts. It is also imperative to put on record that our client and his mother has been receiving several death threats from various angles, suspected to be from Wunmi Adebanjo and her apologist. Wunmi Adebanjo has been making frantic efforts using instrumentality of the state CID team to coerce our clients into admitting that he stabbed Mohbad before his demise in September 2023. In addition, indeed, Omowumi Adebanjo has also been taking every necessary steps in ensuring that our client did not attend the ongoing coroner's inquest into the death of Mohbad, as Omowumi Adebanjo and her cohorts had given false false testimonies in the proceedings and are now apprehensive that our clients might turn the table of their narratives with his testimonies. Following from the above paragraph, Omowumi Adebanjo has been employing the coercive powers of the state CID, particularly by engaging Inspector Mohammed to harass, intimidate, oppress our clients. It is also surprising that the said Inspector Mohammed, threw caution to the wind and in contravention of the relevant laws in attempting to coerce our clients to make false confession regarding the death of late Mohbad. Having regards to the foregoing, it is our client's instruction that you use your good office to further investigate the acts of the duo of Omowumi Adebanjo and IPO Mohammed in order to forestall the continuous victimization of our clients and to prevent acts that might result into the breach of public peace. We therefore appeal that you use your good office to investigate this matter in the interest of our clients and with a view of taking the appropriate steps as your office may deem fit in these circumstances. Thank you. Primeboy's lawyer wrote. So on this was a very good petition that they used in court today. They submitted this with their application and their motion to have Wunmi and IPO Mohammed Yusuf recalled. So this was a very good one to have them recalled today. So according to what I was told, only Primeboy's lawyer will be able to cross-examine Wunmi and IPO Yusuf, who came also earlier last year around October. I think they were the first set of people that gave their own testimony last year. So that is that. So Primeboy's lawyer, this petition that I just read to you, and also the mentioning of the dagger, and we all know that the autopsy report that the government brought shows no stabbing wounds. So this IPO, actually, IPO Mohammed, hopefully, if everything play out very well, I cannot wait to see the end. Okay, if everything play out very well, this police officer, I think they should strip him naked. I mean, when I mean strip him naked, I mean take his uniform and give him some nice disciplinary action. You don't use your office or your uniform to coerce people to do unnecessary bidding. Okay, so only Primeboy's lawyer. So it's only on the account of Primeboy's lawyer, Wunmi and the IPO are coming back to the court, and only Primeboy's lawyer we cross-examine these two people, Wunmi and Wunmi and the IPO. But we know that Barrister Shitu, according to the information I have, Barrister Shitu requested for, so we will see. I think the next one is going to be September 11, 9/11. 9/11 for us in the United States is a memorial day for the New York bombing, Times Square. So it's going to be a very
talk about Sanshitu now.
I will. I'm just
say something before you go ahead.
Say that again.
Can I say something before you go ahead?
Most definitely, yes.
Thank you. I don't think because Primeboy lawyer is the one that requested for the coming back of these people, that because of that, he will be the only person to cross-examine them.
And that's what I was told, and that they don't want Wunmi to come back at all. Yes. They did everything. Everything was done to ensure Wunmi will not return to the inquest. In fact, even in the days of Smith, Bankole and Smith, SAN, in their days, even when they made their request, they excluded Wunmi because of the vibes they got from the magistrates. So nobody wants Wunmi to come back. So I will tell you with my medium chest, not full chest, medium chest. I will tell you with my medium chest that this is a big win for this person to be coming. It's a tremendous win. And this actually has thrown them in a very confusing state now. Very confusing state.
I think other lawyers also ask one or two questions. I
don't know. I'm just telling you. I'm not thinking. I'm telling you what happened in the courts.
But that's
when
not what
you can think
us.
you think. But I'm telling you.
That's not what
it's only on the instance, and it was stated clearly by Magistrate Shotobi that only on the instance of Primeboy, and only Primeboy's lawyer is going to do the cross-examination. And I really cannot have control.
Why is it good on our side now?
Well, that is why
I know, Adenika, it's you and this lady's plan.
Baba's lawyer, they should piggyback on the lawyer of Primeboy, because he is the game changer in this thing now. He's the game changer.
You said they said only him, only the lawyer of Primeboy.
I can argue with you. Let me move on. I told you what I was told. You started again. Don't ask me. It's enough. You keep repeating yourself.
I beg. Juicy. Mona, not start. I beg. Right
you said only him. You don't think. I don't care about what you think. Can I proceed? Okay, so now for Barrister Shitu, SAN, he has recalled. Most of them are not even a recall anyway. Darusha was not there, so Darusha, I got Prado driver. So the Prado driver, Karimot. And Karimot, the second, use virtual. Karimot, join virtually. Barrister, I don't know why they call Barrister Faladeo, but his name was there, Barrister Falade, and the NÜRS. So these were the people that were granted for Barrister S.A.N. Shitu. So, according to what I got, Primeboy's lawyer also wants to, also requested to have the Prado driver, but Magistrate Shotobi declined that Primeboy's lawyer cannot cross-examine the Prado, but he had a very beautiful argument that if at any time this Prado driver mentioned or say, okay, there were 5 people in the car, blah, Wumi, Mohbad, and Primeboy. If he mentioned the word Primeboy in any instance, then he as in the lawyer of Primeboy, we have an opportunity to cross-examine the Prado driver. Yeah, we have so that is going to be an easy peasy because there is no way Prado driver will talk without saying these are the people that were in the car on their way there and these were the people that were in the car on their way back. So now that is it. Like I played a video yesterday, which
sorry. Why you said the Primeboy's lawyer is coming for Primeboy and Wumi on that day, and you said that's
Primeboy's lawyer is coming for Wumi and the IPO.
Examine both of them. So yes, on our side. I just want you to expatiate it, please.
Of course, now if this lawyer can do a good job like he did today and squash out the fact that there was a wound or there was a fight that led to the wound on Mohbad's body, which we know. I know for 100%, 1,000% that the wound on Mohbad's hand can never be generated from punching a Prado. So what we
that is not what Adenike wants you to say.
On the 11th of September,
Adenike wants you to shame a lawyer.
In fact, I have a friend that have a Prado.
That is what she's planning.
Then we go with a Prado, and I will tell my friend we will try and do the whole court. We have to come out if we get to the place to do a demonstration and let someone of Mohbad. I will ask them to find someone of Mohbad's stature to go and see if they can punch a Prado, because what we need to know is that luxury cars,
He's applauding you now.
What we know is that when we say luxury cars, there is reason they call them luxury. You know, they could be because of the safetiness when they come in contact with accidents, the diameter of their window. So all those cars in that range, you know, in that group, are luxurious because of their safety mechanism. When you impact them, they tend to have their, you know, unlike Toyota Corolla, Honda, Hyundai, and small cars like that. But when we talk about Prado, is in the class of luxury cars, and the diameter of the windows of Prado are thick. They are thick because it's part of being a luxurious car. So I've been saying it from day one that Mohbad can never sustain that injury from hitting a Prado car. Never. And if at all you go through a glass like this, you will have a streak like this, you know, a streak of wounds, not just one dot. Not just one dot like that. Oh, and then it starts swelling. No, it's not going to be. Plus, even if you want to go into the mechanism of a wound, that wound in 24 hours that I saw cannot even lead to an infection that we have a tetanus. I was telling them on my platform that even Ibu that just passed away, he had diabetic foot ulcer. He had gangrene for a long time. He didn't die for minutes. And they had to amputate it because it was getting necrotic and gangrenous. but then he didn't die like instantly like that.
Of course.
Like I said, and I strongly believe, Mohbad died of hypovolemic shock. Hypo. I think, I don't know, this is just a speculation. Maybe he was stabbed with this we've been talking about, or maybe because of the nature of the wound, hold on. Because of the nature of the wound, if it was a glass wound, you're supposed to have a long line. But skin compared to, so that's how you have to examine characteristics of wounds. Okay? So paddle glass, it's gonna be long. But this is Mohbad's wound, and it became swollen.
Like pen that you are holding in your hand.
Yeah, that's what. Like it became swollen. So, maybe I don't know. Now, the new speculations. It's only a speculations, okay? It's only a narrative. Nobody was there. I wasn't there. Anyway, I was not there. I don't know if you guys were there. Maybe it's the railing of the stairs. The railing of the stairs, you know. Or maybe a stab wound. And we need to know, I try to know when you want to measure wounds, you have to measure wounds in width, length, and depth. So we need to know how deep that wound is. I know the last time they told us, was it 3 centimeters or something?
Supreme.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you and Tenny were analyzing that wound before? It seems Tenny later found out the wound was in Mohbad's hand before he even died.
No, she made a mistake. It was a different hand she was looking at.
Okay.
It was a different hand she was looking at. So, so I will want to say that for me, Mohbad bled profusely.
This is not era of papers anymore. This is board. You've changed the board.
For apple, B for boy.
Supreme, I wish they know you those days. When you carry papers.
When I was on
oh my God. People don't know what you have done, though.
I think Mohbad bled profusely and lost a lot of blood. Lost blood. Okay? And when you lose your blood, you drop your blood pressure. Your blood pressure will drop drastically. Remember, to me, Mohbad died of hypovolemic shock. Hypovolemic shock simply means you drop your blood pressure. And this is why I think so, because this word profusely is key. Since if this Primeboy is able to prove that Mohbad did not get injured from that Prado story, we are going to go to where did he sustain it. It could be from Obema Knije, I don't know, or from the railings of the stairs. So that, you know, when you get something, you get stabbed. Because the wound Mohbad sustained is a stab wound. It's not going through a glass. It's not. So it was a stab wound. So if you lose blood, your blood pressure will drop, your heart rate will drop drastically. You go into shock. Okay? Now remember, Mohbad is hypertensive. So the last blood pressure Mohbad showed us, I believe it was about 154 or 174. I can't remember if it was 154 or 174 over 90. Okay, so somebody that has been living this high systolic blood pressure and you drastically drop to 70 systolic, you will become unconscious.
Definitely.
You become unconscious.
So I go go anything before. Maybe I go take.
I think, to me, I think Mohbad died of hypovolemic versus anaphylactic shock. Anaphylactic shock is drug reaction. You give 2 drugs, they react together, and your body goes and in the bloodstream. And anaphylactic, both conditions are critical, but this is faster. Hypovolemic is faster in killing than anaphylactic shock. Anaphylactic shock, you say, Madam, how do you know? Ask Google. Anaphylactic shock is drug reaction. Both are critical situation. Both can lead to death, but hypovolemic shock will lead to death faster than anaphylactic shock. Because with this hypovolemic, you lose your blood pressure fast compared to anaphylactic shock. So for me, and I've been saying it, and I will continue to say it, even if nobody is found guilty of this case, Mohbad died of hypovolemic shock compared to anaphylactic shock.
Oh, we got there.
So, Karimot, right now that Karimot has been requested, if she's trying to help for justice for Mohbad, I'm not interested in her family dynamics. She actually needs to stop talking now, okay, so that she can do her virtual.
And do the needful. She got things of work.
Just put it like that. I do the needful. So that's that. And I am almost 100% certain that Primeboy's lawyer, apart from it, couldn't wait. Cross-examine the IPO. Primeboy's lawyer will definitely have an opportunity to cross-examine the Prado. And I want you to know that Primeboy's lawyer is fantastic. Fantastic. Very, very, very intelligent. It's high up there. So let me see what else I have here. Any question?
The people that needs clarity with respect to who.
I can't hear you, sir.
For the people asking questions with respect to the issue of cross-examination of Wumi by Primeboy's lawyer and the IPO involved, it is because the lawyer made an application for them to be recalled. And it is on that basis that the magistrate approved them to come back. It is just
I can't hear you. Your service is not very clear.
You can't hear me very well?
Now I can hear you with that statement, but keep that speech.
Okay, now this is it. If a lawyer wants to cross-examine a witness that have testified and have been cross-examined, and discharged by the court, you are applying reasons why you want this witness to come back for you to cross-examine the witness. So if the court is going to grant, the order will be that you cross-examine the witness, only you, because you are the reason why that witness came back.
Exactly. So I don't know why Josie was arguing and thinking with me. I'm not thinking, I'm only giving the
He's just thinking from the general position that every lawyer on the matter should have the right to cross-examine, right? But it's a case from the beginning.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, my question is it possible for
and that is a statement of fact, amen.
Yeah, is it possible for Sanchi to give Primeboy's lawyer some questions that he can ask if he doesn't have the opportunity?
Very possible. Yes.
people, I mean, they may not be, it will be redundant. The need for that will not be necessary.
Exactly.
People like Primeboy and wife, were not there. So this time they may have the opportunity to do that. Simply.
And the lawyer said that when the judge denied it, they had to argue it out a lot. In fact, I think it was supposed to be a 30-minute sitting today, and it took about an hour plus just because of Primeboy's lawyer. Because the lawyer said Primeboy's lawyer explained that the fundamental human rights of fair hearing of Primeboy will be shut out if the witnesses aren't recalled. We should remember that when Wunmi spoke, Primeboy was in detention, and Wunmi said a lot of things that Primeboy did it. So he needs to have an opportunity. Primeboy's lawyer now needs to have an opportunity, which makes sense. So the judge or the magistrate had no choice but to grant it. And this is what I'm trying to tell people, that we know every country is corrupt. Nobody wants to do nothing. Even ordinary employer, if the employer is not watching, they do barely the minimum requirements job. But if we do the right thing, then we have no choice but to grant it. So right now, exactly what played out here, the magistrate Shotobi had no choice but to grant it, because there was a solid ground for me to come back. You can't say anything against me when I'm in detention and locked up, and I won't have an opportunity to say my own side of the story.
Yeah,
then I have to say my own side of the story. My lawyer has to question her, because I still find it very absurd. No, I don't know if absurd is the right word. I'm still like, how can there be a fight that led to a death and we don't have a single picture? So I don't think the fight was that escalated.
Okay, if we come back to the volemic and the philetic, okay, are we gonna say if you stand on the volemic, then you're gonna probably the hypovolemic, then you're going to be saying on the volemic shock side that then the nurse was not present, because if you're too sure that it is more of hypovolemic, then it means he has lost so many blood and died of that. It means the anaphylactic was not, there was no need for that, because it was when the nurse came.
And even some symptoms like this symptom that he was cold. He was cold. These symptoms of coldness is more peculiar, because when you are not getting blood flow, your extremities becomes very cold, faster. Anaphylactic reaction, both are dangerous.
I have a question for you. Good. How are you? First of all, I want to apologize for yesterday.
Supreme.
Okay. Supreme Mother.
That's why I put it somewhere here. I must be addressed by the name of my profile.
Yes, ma'am. Supreme Mother. First of all, I want to apologize for yesterday.
Yes, Lord. No guilt.
Okay, so I have a question for you. You talked about the hypovolemic shock. Hypovolemic shock, as we all know, is a life-threatening condition. You said it is
die from loss of blood. Yeah, die from loss of blood. Just die from loss of blood.
Only hypovolemic is attached to this.
Okay, good. So you talked about because hypovolemic is a severe loss of blood or fluid. Okay, which the heart will not be able to pump enough blood through the body. We all know that, right? Okay, so now, and which can perforate. It can actually perforate, that means dent the organs. It perforates.
Not genital blood anymore.
Yes, it puts holes in the organ. Now, which can cause, a lot of things, like, the skin will be cold and the person will have a mental state, a severe mental state. Now, this is where my question stands. Remember what Spendy said. Spendy said, I want you to note a severe flowing from your oxygenated blood. It's not flowing. This was happened, right? you will be in a severe mental state, and that is a temporary dementia. Now, in the case of Mohbad,
you cannot
hold on. Yeah, of course, good. Spendy said something. She said, in the morning, Mohbad came down, which I do not take that. And Mohbad said, are you going to be looking at me like this? Somebody with an hypovolemic shock wouldn't say that, number one. I want you to know that. Somebody with an hypovolemic shock will not say that. Then again, I want to take you back. Hold on, miss. Hold on, please. Just let me land.
No, let it's not against your point.
Another thing again that I want to take you on is this. When you are talking about hypovolemic shock, right? Yeah. It's profusely. Person losing blood, profusely.
Exactly.
Hypovolemic shock wouldn't have stayed till the next day Mohbad died, as we were told.
That's your point. Okay. But again,
hypovolemic shock is not.
Let please now. May I teach? It's like I teach better. I mean, they take it easy. Okay. I mean, she's bringing a line here. Okay. She's bringing a line. She's making her point, and it's valid. But there are some other points. There are other points too. The police said Mohbad bled profusely, right? Are they doing, right?
Yes.
How possible would Mohbad have bled profusely and he would have survived? He would have not survived, gotten home.
No. You know what, Papa?
Wait. I think there's a contradiction between the police and Spending here, right?
Yes, exactly.
So it means the hypovolemic stand in this case. But in the case of Spending, if the hypovolemic, and that's why there's a point out here, anaphylactic shock that is resulting to the testimony of the nurse and of every other person. If it's anaphylactic, it means what all the witnesses have been saying is more correct. But hypovolemic, for example, what the police have said that Mohbad bled profusely from the show, that means the guy must have died even before he got home. So that's hypovolemic. So the two way could be possible, but she's highly convinced that Mohbad died even before the nurse came and all of those stuff. So whatever Spending is saying, she's highly against it.
Exactly.
But there are just two ways to read this.
I think if patient go into what you are saying, you think hypovolemic. I didn't say hypovolemic shock and anaphylactic shock are not chronic.
Hypovolemic shock.
Can I explain? You already explained yours. Can I explain mine?
No, hold on. Please, can I just say something, please, if you don't mind, please? I beg you. Hypovolemic shock is when you're talking about hypovolemic shock is a severe, is serious. Mohbad, if Mohbad had hypovolemic shock, so what the statement that what's his name, Spending made is totally false. And we cannot use hypovolemic shock here because it hasn't been that Mohbad died of hypovolemic. Thank you.
Spending did not give a true statement. Spending lied. All this hypovolemic shock it did not happen all the way from Ikorodu. You don't stay in hypovolemic shock all the way from Ikorodu and die. When you drop your blood pressure, especially somebody that has been hanging in the 150 to 170 systolic, and you drastically drop it to 60 or 70, you are going to go into shock. And the symptoms they gave to us is more with hypovolemic than anaphylactic reaction. So it wasn't
so first of all, if we are talking about, you know what, I'm sorry, and I know this is just what I feel. I don't think we should prove that, narrative of hypovolemic shock. Because if Mohbad had died of hypovolemic shock, his extremities would have been dark. Do you understand that?
It's not necessarily. Not necessarily, because you are wrong. You are wrong.
Really?
Yes. You are wrong. People that die of hypovolemic, it's not because you have hypovolemic, you have necrotic, your necrotic everything. First of all,
we are talking about blood circulation.
That is in completion. Number one. And they were not looking for that. And they said all his extremities were cold. Anaphylactic reaction hardly will put you on a cold state. Only because you're going to have vasoconstrictions. Only hypovolemic will show your extremities. It does not necessarily have to be that. It's not that he stayed there in 24 hours or he stayed there for 12 hours.
Let me ask you a question. Supreme Iron Lady, if, let's say, for example, you have somebody who has lost a lot of blood, what happened to that site? I just want to, it's just a question. Let's say, for example, you cut your finger. Hold on, man. I'm just asking a question. For example, if you lose, because when you lose blood, you lose plasma, right? Both flow. So if you're talking about somebody who died of hypothermia, hold on, man. I'm just asking a question. I'm asking a question. If somebody should lose, go ahead, ask your question.
You are throwing words there. You are asking questions.
Because now you are sending a narrative that Mohbad might have died of hypovolemic. We can't prove that, so we should not say that narrative.
I'm proving it. I'm not saying a narrative. You are saying my own thing. You can say yours.
No, please.
I'm saying my own thing. Profuse bleeding here. Profuse bleeding. The police said Mohbad died profusely. Profuse bleeding will lead you to hypovolemic shock. I'm telling you what I'm doing. You are arguing. Listen. Then tomorrow you're going to apologize again. Listen. Let me say my own.
Okay, go ahead.
You're profuse bleeding. When you're bleeding profusely, you're supposed to bleed profusely. Now.
Okay.
When you bleed profusely, now, it does not mean now, this means your extremities will be black. You will have a cold feet, cold extremities, cold fingers. It's an acute condition. Acute is not a chronic condition that you stay in hypovolemic to the extent that you're going to now start having a very dark toes, a very dark fingers, because you will be already dead. You cannot survive hypovolemic. Those symptoms, the symptoms you are trying, the signs and symptoms you are demonstrating, you cannot even survive it. What you are saying is a textbook.
Ask you a question.
I don't even get there.
No. Okay, hold on.
Go ahead.
Mr. Supreme.
I
don't know what to do for you.
I don't know if you can. Before you continue, this should be kind of more of explanation. Okay, if you see a loophole, okay, and whatsoever she has said, I mean, you explain.
I to understand,
you have to, again, the manner matters, okay, now, and this also goes to house, okay, Supreme, if you are explaining, you have to take things easy, because if you are going to be making a valid point is not going to become with pressure. It's just easy, we can say it, we can hear it, and it's not going to be when it's, by force. That's not when we're going to get it. Let it come easily, and we'll understand it. If she's saying anything she doesn't understand, let her learn whatever she's saying, and just find your own time later and explain it. We've seen it, there's hypovolemic possibility, there's anaphylactic possibility. By the police saying about...
If you die of anaphylactic reaction...
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sorry, can I just say something? I didn't, can I say something, please? Supreme. Sorry, please. No, I think I need to say something. It's very important. You see, the problem, the issue here is this. Adedoyin, Supreme was actually teaching, right? And you said you have a question.
Okay.
But your submissions are more of confirmations. Your submissions are more of like, this is it. Not, you can, it's possible you know it, right? It's possible you know it and you have a different view, but there is a way you count it to say, okay.
Excuse me, Amen.
I mean, what you have to understand.
Okay, so now.
No, 1 minute. I didn't place with.
Yes, sir.
If you listen to the conversation very well, okay. Are they doing only argued intelligently that you cannot push that narrative? I expect Lady Harris to now let her finish. Okay, she was just advising that you can't push that narrative for hypovolemic. Okay, and then now Lady Harris will now come in with the reasons, the possibilities why that could be. And then she can challenge it. For example, me, I can easily debunk Adedoyin
What do you have to say when the police said Mohbad bled profusely? How can a person who bled profusely from the show, how can the person arrive home, without even dying? Yeah, we can quickly agree there that yes, there's possibility of hypovolemic. So you can't say we shouldn't push your narrative. It's possible. True or false? Hello, Adedo, I'm asking you.
Yeah. Are you asking me a question, Papa?
Yes. The police said Mohbad bled profusely in their investigation. If a person bled profusely from the show, how could they have got home alive?
Okay, so now,
Papariano, you see, now, no, Adedoyin, we are not back to the, no. You need to calm down, no, let me respond to Papariano. I was talking before he came in. No, I was talking before he came in. Let me respond to Papariano.
I don't like fighting.
Papariano, see what is going on. Let me explain something to you, Papariano.
If you know what you're saying,
Papariano, just the way you say it now. Just the way you say it now. Adedoyin, wait.
Let me ask you questions.
Nobody say you cannot ask questions. That's where the problem is. That's where the problem is.
Go on.
See, the
nobody
issue
should meet anybody. Please, moderators, don't make people, okay?
When you come and you tell Supreme or any person that is doing something, and you say, just like Papariano said, that you cannot push this. Humans have that natural instinct in them. That statement is like you're completely saying they are wrong without even any form of credit to the efforts they are making. No, you're not saying it. Calm down, please. Calm down. You're not saying it. I'm not saying you're saying it. I'm just trying to talk to you.
You're missing what she's saying. It's not fair. You're missing what she's saying.
No.
See what she gave her. She gave her.
I don't think you get it. I'm asking her. Papariano, this is what I'm trying to ask her.
Say what you said again.
Papariano,
so she said something.
What Adedoyin said, right? Is not. I'm not saying Adedoyin is wrong or Eris is wrong or any person is wrong. That's not my position. No. Okay, Papariano, if you're explaining something here, and you say, for example, let's take for example what has happened, and you say the courts, there is no way the court will allow any other person to cross-examine. And then I just come in and I tell you, just forget about it. The court can do it. The issue there is right, Papariano. The problem is this: you're making efforts with good intention to put down a narrative there.
No.
And if I'm coming, I'm supposed to first of all appreciate you. I don't care about what I'm saying to you. I won't really care about what I'm saying to you, right? Whether I have points or not.
See, let's make something clear, okay? The Darusha is the one teaching. She should be the one to calm down more. She cannot be exchanging with them. That's one thing I've always been saying. Whenever she's passing her information, okay, I understand. Everybody have the way we are built up differently, okay, and the way we take information and process them is all very different, okay. And I just want people to also get used to how she does her own things too. But are they doing? Asking questions from the right point of view, debunking what she says. Just because I say something does not mean it's golden, or just because you are or because Lydia says something doesn't mean golden. Unless we don't want when we speak, people should challenge us. Unless we feel like whenever we speak, people should just speak it like that. It's not going to work like that.
But there is what we call
right, and you are
appreciating the efforts of the host, or joining your ideas together. You can come in, and say, okay, what about have you thought about this idea? Have you thought about this? Have you looked at this way? And all of that. There's no problem. What I'm saying is just straightforward, right? If you come in and you say this particular thing is not possible in science, have you thought about this, or have you looked at it? Or I think because of this and this may not be possible. I think you and Supreme would have flowed together, and the audience here would have learned more and better.
Not everybody don't have that manner. Same way they
yes, and I'm just trying to say we should encourage it. That is what we should encourage. That is how we learn better.
Teacher should have more. I think the teacher should have more of the teaching. Students ask questions anyhow. I remember I don't remember the last time I asked my professor's questions, and it comes somehow, but that's their job. Okay, they are the one want to impart knowledge. So they are going to test it, because they understand more. They're going to let me say my garbage, and then they're going to ask me important question or put me in a spot where I will not recover. By myself, I may even get my answer, I may laugh, and forget my point, my position. So it's very...
Yeah, that's correct.
So let her just run on with her point. She said something, she's saying that everything Spending has said, everything others have said, it showed that Mohbad was alive. There's no way, Mohbad could have, had hypovolemic shock, that he's lost so much amount of red blood. In fact, Mohbad was still even saying, like, he was talking to Spending. For me, I could have even added that, in fact, Mohbad wanted to even lap pew that night with women. So how could somebody, with a great loss of blood, even have that energy to be able to function? You understand? Just our own side of the argument. But no
problem. Supreme, just be more patient. Be more patient also.
Let me talk. Before I arrived here, I first of all told you that I do not believe that anything happened at Ikorodu. I told you that. I told you, and even I drew this one. I made a straight line that I don't know if she was here then. If you hit yourself go through a bath, you will have wounds like this. This one dot wound, I have it here, does not endorse. So this probably endorses maybe somebody's stab wounds, or maybe when he fell, or the side rails poke him. And if you are in hypovolemic shock, you will not get to the level that you will have necrotic extremities, because you will be long dead, because you will drop your blood pressure drastically. And if someone that is being in the 150s to 160 systolic blood pressure, you drop to 60 to 70, then you won't be able to function. I am not believing what Primeboy said. And I also, in my own view too, Mohbad died on Monday, and I stand by it. And in fact, the autopsy that the government brought proved to me that he died more of Monday than Tuesday.
And the hypovolemic.
I don't know why she was saying things like necrotic. You will not even survive to get to the stage of having necrotic extremity.
No. On your side, you were the one explaining, okay? And as an explainer.
I told you before, I'm not a good teacher, so
that's what I'm saying.
Go home and do homework.
If you know you are not that, then do it, okay? Because if you're gonna do it, for example, as a teacher, I remember. There's been time I've taught, I've assisted my lecturer. I've taught in whereby things I've taught about, students came back asking the same question. What I just explained, and I said, I just explained this.
But I gave it to you, Papariano. If you understand, I always give you the credit that you have this way of explanation. And I don't.
No, you shouldn't teach if you cannot have.
I'm only saying my own. She can open her camera.
No, we are
only trying to puzzle pieces.
It doesn't function that way. When you have explained and then you ask any question,
you have to believe me.
No. You couldn't have said any question. Don't ask any question.
I'm not even done.
But you asked them any question, and then she came out to ask a question.
I didn't say any question. She paused me. She called my name and stopped me.
I just say, okay, anyway, let us let that slide. But you have to get
nobody should stress me.
You gotta take it easy. Anyway, someone wants your gown. I don't know whether you're gonna. Okay, but before. We are looking at different possibilities, how this kind happened. And I just want you to state your ground again so that we can now hear you. Let everybody say their just now. Go on.
I appreciate it.
It's okay.
So, if she, Supreme, my intention is not to discredit you. You take that from me. Okay, hold on, please. Let me. My intention is not to discredit you. Okay, but my intention is to ask you questions based on your analysis.
Your question was off my topic.
Yes, because I know what I'm talking about.
The sign and situation is laid out
to talk.
on hypovolemic shock.
You allow me to talk.
now I'm going to address what they're doing. Okay, when the person is too passionate, don't exchange. That is your own mistake.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now,
I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm saying this profuse bleeding.
It is a possibility, right?
Let us say things and then you will still
Please
say
don't be rude. Do you understand?
But
Don't be rude in your rude.
You are the one that is being rude. But listen, I'm saying that profuse bleeding.
Things and then you will still say what you have to say.
Everybody wants to throw away this word profuse bleeding. But what I'm saying is that this profuse bleeding will lead to hypovolemic shock. Mohbad died too fast. Too fast. Even in anaphylactic shock, you will still take a little time. Mohbad died too fast. Too fast. And when death is occurring, these symptoms of you're going to have necrotic extremities, they are late signs and symptoms of hypovolemic shock. Late. You will be dead before you have that. So that those ones doesn't play, those symptoms and signs you mentioned does not even play out in critical issue. I'm talking about both anaphylactic and hypovolemic are critical. And both lead to death if it's not well controlled in a medical setting. But out of both, the one that will kill you faster will be hypo because you are dropping your blood pressure. And for someone that consistently lives in the 150 to 170 systolic, and you now go to 60 to 70, you cannot sustain life.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do is this is your own conviction. Mohbad died more of hypovolemic shock than anaphylactic. So this is.
Let me add one more thing, please, okay. Before I submit my mind.
I will want to
if Mohbad died of anaphylactic shock, definitely the autopsy will not be inconclusive. It will show that this person died of anaphylactic shock as a result of the medications and maybe went into respiratory distress, and therefore, because most likely anaphylactic reaction affects your lungs.
Yeah, that's not necessarily correct. What if they didn't find out those medications in his body?
They did though. They didn't find all medications in the autopsy.
They didn't find all the medications.
I don't know which ones to believe.
Moses will tell you that, don't worry. This year.
Moses! Every day I'll be wanting to call you. I mentioned
the Supreme Lady, it's okay. This is how the conversation doesn't go. Now, are they doing? We want to tell us more. You think Mohbad? Anyway, just to break things down, because yes, more of university. I know we have other primary classes, guys. We have between anaphylactic shock causing Mohbad's death. That is Mohbad dying through a possibility of allergy, or maybe less allergy. Okay, maybe or drug overdose or whatever. Those drug reactions, okay? Drug reaction, yeah. And then the hypovolemic, that is Mohbad died maybe after he had injured, he lost so many blood and he doesn't have any energy. As a result, he died, So now Ledaris believe Mohbad died much. Ledaris concur with the police. Mohbad lost a lot of blood in Ikorodu, and so all Mohbad died as quick as possible during that blood loss.
And Baba Mohbad saying he saw a lot of Aisha duvet.
Okay, so
can I ask you? We have more time. Yeah, go on. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Ladies, you can still come back again. You've made your grounds. Okay, you've made your grounds. Please, I want her to tell us more of the anaphylactic. Let us see that ground. Now, do not address her. Address anaphylactic and hypovolemic in your best knowledge and knowing very well about this. It's not about her, so it doesn't become personal attack. Okay, and go on.
Oh, okay, sir. I mean, she talked about hypovolemic. Hypovolemic comes with a lot of confusion.
Are they doing, please? Talk about what you understand about. Forget about she or her.
Okay. So, please. Okay, so hypovolemic. When you have hypovolemic, it's like a loss of blood and follows with plasma, and that can cause like mental, your mental state to be really, really, really downgraded, right? And in the case of Mohbad, if Mohbad had hypovolemic, just like I was trying to explain, first of all, when Mohbad got home, right? He told his wife, according to his wife, that he wanted to have sex, right? Somebody with an hypovolemic wouldn't have the mind, the brain. He would be so confused to even ask for sex. Okay? Now, if it was an allergic reaction, right? Well, Mohbad's face will be swollen. It depends on the kind of allergic reaction, right? Then comes epinephrine. When Mohbad, if Mohbad had allergic reaction to drugs, there are ways to counter it. Okay? There are medications you can give to counter that. And you can give epinephrine. Well, epinephrine, you can give epinephrine, let's say, for example, if Mohbad had, allergic to food, was he allergic to food? What did he eat? Well, you can be allergic to that. Or is it allergic to grass? Then comes epinephrine. But if it is a drug overdose, there is a way you can counter that if it's a drug overdose. But in this case, with the hypovolemic that she's talking about, I was only trying to tell her that Mohbad will not...
not her. Talk about hypovolemic.
Okay, for me, sir, Mr. Papariano, Mohbad will not ever...
You don't have to use Mr. Just Papariano. You don't have to use Mr. Just Papariano.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Yeah,
so
Supreme, please just stop the facial reaction. Just
because I know what I'm talking about. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. With hypovolemic, Mohbad will not in his rights because he'll be so confused. Hypovolemic comes with confusion. He wouldn't be asking for, I want to have sex. No. And for him to have lost an amount of blood for 2 days, you're talking about. So don't say narratives, please. Thank you.
Okay. Now, again, let us make something clear. We're not selling narrative. The same way you trust what woman has said, or probably what Spending has said, someone else may choose. Okay, let me ask you this. Between what the police, Nigerian police authority, who are constitutionally given the power to investigate, between what they have said and what women have said, who do you think is more credible? And who would you choose to believe more? You as a person.
No, they're not credible.
Okay, yeah. If police said Mohbad bled, if police said Mohbad bled profusely, but women never concurred to this. So who do you think is more correct? Police or women?
Well, if Mohbad, Papariano, when you talk about bleeding profusely, Mohbad wouldn't have lasted the following day, would have died.
So that means hypovolemic is possible in that case.
Then if hypovolemic is possible, then Mohbad wouldn't have been able to ask for sex or talk to Spending.
Then sure, then it means that they are wrong. It's simple. Then it means that those people...
Of course, that's what I'm trying to say.
So you have to choose to believe Wunmi or police.
I do not believe Wunmi. I don't.
If you don't believe Wunmi, then you stand with the police. She stands with the police. Yes.
But remember what the police said. Papariano. The police said, according to the statement that they got from the witnesses. So what it tells us or is saying is what they have been told by the people that witnessed Mohbad's death. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the statement that is coming from the police is from the eyewitness that witnessed what happened to Mohbad. Now, that statement could have been false itself. Okay, should we have right?
Look at things this way. The police are the mediators. They could have spoken to more people differently. Not necessarily all of them have to be in the same position, like on the same chair. Police could separate them in different rooms and ask them different things. So maybe women may not be aware that the things that she didn't say, that someone else has said it. So right? We won't be trying to.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
So maybe somebody who saw Mohbad bleeding profusely told the police, and the police keep that as a credible statement. So the father police has said that Mohbad bled profusely. I think if we go by the police narrative, it's not.
Put the password on my laptop, please.
Okay. Yeah. The fact that police has said Mohbad bled profusely, it is not that Lydias is selling narrative. Lydias is just trying to see more reasons that, okay, if police is right in their investigation that Mohbad bled profusely, then there's high chance of polemic over anaphylactic, and which is valid, right?
I still will not tell you that Mohbad died of hypothermia. No.
That's if you trust police. That is if you trust police investigation.
That is if I trust police. But in this case, Mohbad did not die.
Let's say you trust Wunmi more than the police. Then we can talk about anaphylactic. So So, do you trust Wunmi over police?
No, I do not trust it out then. No.
You should trust the police.
No, guys, we're not condemning. We're just being intelligent, playing with the mind. Okay, it's just mind game, please. It's not about fighting. That's what I say. It's like pin me, I pin you. It's all about this kind of conversation. It's not shout. You ask intelligent questions and then you make the person speechless by themselves. It's simple. Okay, so according to you, at this point right now, you don't feel like trusting either, right? Both Wunmi and police, right?
Yes.
But do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself now? Do you trust yourself?
No, because I wasn't there, sir.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Do you trust yourself?
Because I wasn't there.
No. I mean, we are trying to come. Do you trust your instinct, the way you think?
Well, I'm talking about the hypovolemic. Leave that alone. I need that. I'm talking about the hypovolemic that she mentioned. Okay.
No, forget about she.
Hold on.
Don't mention her. Don't mention her. She's not the only one that mentioned her.
It's not.
Don't mention her.
When it comes to the hypovolemic that she mentioned, right? Now, hypovolemic, hold on, please, comes with an inadequate tissue, okay? Organ failure, okay? Hypovolemic will make you have an organ failure. So if we are going to say that Mohbad died of hypovolemic, that means, did Mohbad have a rapid heart rate? Hold on. And if we say that Mohbad had a rapid heart rate, who confirmed that? That Mohbad
what are the symptoms of hypovolemic shock? Can you please tell me the symptoms of hypovolemic? What are the symptoms?
What is blood pressure? Hold on, I'm just asking questions. Hold on. Okay, when the symptom, you have a rapid heart rate, low blood pressure, right? Your skin will be pale or cold, and your mental state will be altered. That is what I'm trying to push. Your mental state will be altered. And where I draw the circle on the mental state, if Mohbad had hypovolemic shock, his mental state will be altered. That means
are they doing sin? In the midst of all of these symptoms, don't forget that Mohbad's body was buried 9 days after the situation, the body was exhumed. So do you think that you were still going to be seeing all of the symptoms and this is exhumation?
Well, now, if they are called the nurse, when they call the nurse, did the nurse, I'm just asking a question because when the nurse came over, did the nurse check Mohbad's blood pressure? She's talking about the systolic and diastolic. The diastolic of Mohbad, the systolic and the diastolic, both of them. The diastolic of Mohbad will be crazy. Systolic will be crazy. So now, when the nurse came, please, man, I got you. When the nurse came, did the nurse check Mohbad's blood pressure? Hold on, did the nurse check Mohbad's blood pressure? I remember somebody with an hypovolemic.
Are they doing?
Hold on.
Not said Mohbad was dizzy, was very weak, and those are symptoms of hypovolemic.
No. Yes, part of it.
No, not part of it. It is a symptom. Yeah. But you see, again.
Mohbad's skin pale?
I mean, it's possible. But the thing is, right? If nobody's asking them those questions.
How can you prove that?
No, I don't see. Listen now, see, the skin could have been either both, okay, until anybody would have checked that. But what we are saying, we weren't there. But when we use our instinct, okay, to judge between the police investigation and the narrative that is being pushed. Don't forget that the first narrative was ear infection, but those guys couldn't defend it. Okay, instead they go. There was even a guy. There was a guy that came out acting like, oh, Mohbad even died in the hospital. Don't forget one guy. I don't know whether you listened to that audio. The guy said, I was in the hospital when Mohbad came in. Mohbad came in live. You know that person? Do you know that? Do you know? No, don't just say. Do you know about that audio? No, you don't know about it. No, you don't know.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I saw that online. Yes.
No. Did you know about that? Are you Top Movie's wife? Wait 1 minute. Someone is saying Top Movie. Do you know anybody called Top Movie?
Yes, I saw that. Who are you talking about?
Okay, I don't know. Okay, you don't know him. Anyways, no, it's okay. People are saying that. Anyway, let's let that slide.
Because you
so
are
now,
arguing.
you said you listened to a guy that said Mohbad was brought to the hospital alive. I mean,
yes,
I know what I'm saying.
Yes,
if you don't know, I don't see. See, when you're engaging, okay, me. All of there's nobody who has not come to this platform, especially who has been in this case for very long time. They've come here, we engage. I try to make people understand. Okay, it's not about me. I don't try. I don't do all this, banters or whatever. No, me, I'm for justice straight ahead, and I try to make people understand. When we understand, then we can now, be on this. We cannot flow together. We all want justice, but we have to state facts. Things that are fact, we have to make it factual. Things that are made up, we have to know that these things are made up. Now, when Mohbad died, do you know that there were different attempts to try to derail people? There were narratives created. Do you know about that?
Of course.
Okay, what are the narratives that were created that you know about?
I mean, first of all, they said he died of ear infection.
That's one.
They died of ear infection. Is that not part of the narrative that was created?
Secondly, that's one.
Died of ear infection?
Yeah, that's one. That's one. Tell me another thing.
I think that is. Yeah, and okay. Primeboy, fought him, and Obama KJ. Am I right?
Anyway, you see, I know that there are a lot. You are getting things. You are doing so well, but there are so many things probably that you do not also understand about how these guys, the characters involved, how they have been, manipulating the public, which we don't want to allow ourselves being manipulated. When Mohbad died at the time, they said that it was Primeboy that used ring, juju, poisonous ring to punch Mohbad. That was one of the narratives, but we didn't buy to that. Then they also said that one guy did an audio. Let me try to play that audio of that guy. Me, I like evidence of that guy who was in the hospital. I want you to hear so that you can understand that this narrative thing, we really must be careful. We must also try to bring out narrative, same way they are trying to bring out narrative, because they don't want to tell us what really happened. They are hiding the truth from us, because I see no reason why they will be telling us many things. If they are telling us many things and we can confirm that one is wrong, two is wrong, then why should we believe the third one? Then we should try to use our own instinct too, to see in between. So that's what we are just trying to do. So let me play this audio 1 minute. This is a man who saw Mohbad in the hospital. Like, according to this person, Mohbad, he was not treated at home. Mohbad went to the hospital himself and he died there. So, man,
why two of you do it?
Who saw Mohbad
wow.
Hospital. These are the things that we were having to deal with last year. Even this guy, I don't know why they have not arrested these guys.
Madam, you should say this. Now we get
I don't know whether Lovely have that. Lovely, do you have that audio? I know there are some of you who are good in keeping that audio. No. It's not this one.
Not this one, the one that saw him in the hospital. I don't even have that audio. I don't understand.
Listen.
He gave Mohbad injection and he collapsed. Some people are telling us this story go long. Okay, now under evidence with this, the guy will see Mohbad that morning for hospital before they want to see Mohbad don't die. I'm not gonna listen to this guy. I'm gonna hear what this guy talk about what really happened from that hospital before they come to now say Mohbad don't die. Okay, guys, don't forget to subscribe as usual. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Drop your likes. Make sure this video go viral. We need to get justice for Mohbad. Something is fishing. Go watch and go see now.
So like I was saying, I was at the hospital that morning when Mohbad arrived. He came with one guy. The same guy that his video was trending on social media that was shouting, Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. And that's why I told you that guy, he had a lot of questions to answer because he knows a lot of things that Nigerians don't know. The same guy he came with, and he is the same guy that took him out of hospital hospital. Now, I was at the hospital that morning when he arrived, and I even took a picture with him. I will send you the picture. So when he came, I was happy to see him. I requested if I can take a picture with him, and he said no problem. Though I noticed he looked so down, he was looking so down that morning. I was not happy initially because they gave me appointment, and I got there. I stayed there for almost an hour. They told me that the doctor is not around. So at the time I got angry, and one of the nurses they came to like calm me down that the doctor will soon arrive. So while we were talking, Mohbad came in with the guy. So I saw him, and instantly I was lighting up, and I was like, Mohbad, I used to listen to your song. I'm one of your fans. Can I please take a picture with you? And he said, okay, no problem. So after taking this picture with him, he went inside. He went inside, and I was sitting down at the reception there. I was just looking at the picture. Then after 20 minutes, after 15 to 20 minutes that he went inside, so I noticing that they were just moving around, a lot of confusion. I couldn't understand. I noticed that they were trying to make call, they were trying to call some people, the nurses, they were just walking around. And something was not just right. So I had to like stand up. I needed to ask someone like what's going on, because at the time I was even like kind of afraid if I'm safe there. So I had to like I saw the nurse that was trying to like calm me down earlier. So I called her and I was like, what happened? She whispered to my ear that they gave Mohbad injection and he collapsed. So I was shocked. I wanted to shout. Before I know, even the nurse because I wanted to like ask her what happened. Before I know, she left me. So I was kind of confused. In that confused state, I was just standing around. Before my own very eyes, this same guy that came with Mohbad rushed him out of the hospital, shirtless, out of the hospital, and everything just happened so fast. Normally, okay, you gave a patient an injection, and he passed out. At least the hospital will do something or try something to at least try to resuscitate him or try to do something, even if he passed out or maybe he's confirmed dead, he's finally confirmed dead. Maybe the hospital will even be the one to even arrange properly to even take him to mortuary or so. But the guy with some nurses, they were the one that rushed this guy out horribly in my presence, and I was so confused. I was like, what is going on? I tried to ask questions, nobody answered me, and at the time I later did not even take my injection that I went there to take. So God, this life. There's nothing in this life. Why could I find this life? This is someone I saw. I saw him in my own eyes that morning. I saw him. I saw him. This is why this thing is paining me. One lie. Just that. What? Before I know, I was still at the hospital. I was still at the hospital when I heard the news that he was dead. I was so weak. These people did not even try to do anything safe. They did not even, in fact, these people they did not try at all to help this guy. Like it was deliberate attempt.
Adedoyin, are you there?
Of course, I'm listening.
Now, since you joined Justice for Mohbad, have you ever seen Wunmi crying like this guy?
Have I ever seen Wunmi crying like this guy?
Yes.
I have not even seen Wunmi.
Okay.
I've never seen her except for the picture. Except I think it was with Yabojo, right?
No, this guy crying, and what this guy that is crying has said, and what Wunmi has said. Which one is more convincing?
I don't believe both of them.
Do you believe yourself?
I mean, Papariano, do you want me to start telling you? I don't believe both of them.
No, I mean yourself. Do you believe in your own self? Your own self. Do you believe in yourself?
Of course I believe. Yes, of course I believe in myself.
How do you? What makes you believe in yourself? What are the things that you possess that makes you believe in yourself?
And I know what I'm saying.
How do you know someone? How do you know someone isn't speaking with integrity? How do you know? How do you differentiate integrity?
If someone is not speaking with integrity, that means they're not speaking with facts.
How do you know that these two people are not speaking with fact? Will me know what she saw?
First of all, this guy said, I saw Mohbad in the hospital, right? According to what we were told by the doctor, Mohbad was brought in dead. So when did you see Mohbad in the hospital if he was brought in dead?
Okay, no, we were told that by the second. Wait, I didn't. The second hospital, Perez Metcare, is the one that said that Mohbad was brought in dead. The first hospital hadn't given us any comment today.
Okay, then why? The first hospital hasn't given a comment.
Exactly.
Let's wait for them to say what if Mohbad was there. Then if Mohbad was actually there.
But first, the second hospital, immediately, they release a press statement and we can harvest it, it's there. But the first hospital...
I'm sorry, you said what, please?
The second hospital, they didn't wait for anybody to tell them. They released a press statement since last year and it's on the internet. What stopped the first hospital?
I think they released the press statement because they were being attacked.
Yeah, okay, the first hospital was attacked. No, both hospitals were attacked. One proved itself.
Okay, then maybe what they need to do is the Mr. Mohbad'S lawyer needs to, petition the first hospital.
Exactly. They are working on that, but that shows that why is the first hospital not doing the right thing too by trying to come out defend themselves?
Maybe they just want to keep that to themselves. They don't want to spill anything out to the public. Is that possible?
Do you think it's good? Do you think that makes them better if they don't, address the case?
If they don't address the case to the public, of course, that is being smart because the narrative can be changed. If they go to the public and speak. If they don't put out fact that they've got, don't you think it's a bad business to their institution, to their whatever institutions that they have in place? Well, I think, yes, it's a bad business, but do they care? If they care enough, they will come out and say what they think.
If you were to be Primeboy, would you have released a press statement or not?
If I was, I would have, yes, released it. Yes, I will. Yes, definitely.
So it means there is something hidden. Okay, there's something hidden about them not addressing the case publicly. There's possibility.
Yeah, to be proven. And you know what? Okay, you know what will happen? Maybe what the Baba's team needs to do is to petition the first hospital. If actually there was a first hospital. So now, and I wanted to speak about the hypovolemic. You know that would have been reversed, right? If actually Mohbad died of hypovolemic, if Mohbad was taken to the hospital on time, they would have pushed in IV fluid into Mohbad, and that would have saved his life.
Okay, so again, let us. Let us. Let us do this. But wait, let's do this way now. Let us do this way. Let us be intelligent now, so that we don't miss. Yeah. We have the police narrative, profuse bleeding. Okay.
Yes.
We have police narrative. That is the presence of the nurse, lab pupil, and we have this guy narrative that is saying that Mohbad died in the hospital. Okay, so which narrative do you think you want to defend?
Okay, well, first of all, I will tell you, Papariano, you have to speak with fact. I wasn't there. Now, and I've always said it.
There's no how you can be on this. There's no how you can be on this panel.
Okay, just let me speak. You asked the question.
No, I'm trying to guide you. There's no how you can be on any panel.
So are you asking me that what do I believe among these three people?
No, just please wait. I'm trying to guide you. Please, just take it. It's just for a purpose, okay? There's no how you're gonna be. There's no how you're gonna be on any Justice for Mohbad platform, and you're not gonna make presumptions, okay?
Yes.
These are presumptions from the things that has been said so far. We are stating what has been said. Okay?
Yes.
Fact is only when you're there. So just because you were not there, it means you're not going to be speaking. No, now, just choose, okay, between this narrative, which one is more convincing to you? This guy saying Mohbad died in the morning, police blood were profuse bleeding, woman saying she was cooking fried rice, and then the nurse came to kill her husband. Which one goes well with you in this three narrative?
Well, I think I would take the one of the guy that I might have seen Mohbad at the hospital. Do you know why I said so? Because they said they took Mohbad to the first hospital. Okay? So there is a possibility.
Just go with the conversation. I'm going to join you soon. Go on with the conversation. I'm going to join you.
There is a possibility that this guy might have actually seen Mohbad at the hospital. We don't know. Maybe it's true. Then if that is the case, the first hospital needs to be sued. Why do they need to be sued? Let me tell you why. Why they need to be sued is because if Mohbad actually had hypovolemic and he died of it, and when Mohbad got to the hospital, they would have admitted Mohbad and pushing IV fluid to save that boy's life. If truly they took Mohbad to the first hospital, then that first hospital needs to be summoned and they need to be sued. Why? It's because if Mohbad actually had hypovolemic, then that boy would have survived this by pushing IV fluid, which they never did.
Which one are we working with now?
Honey, I'm moving on. I'm not even staying in that. I'm not going to be in that level. I'm moving on because what she's saying is not making any sense to me at all. She's not even putting me together at all. So I have talked about hypovolemic shock and anaphylactic shock. So to me, it's Mohbad died more of hypovolemic shock compared to anaphylactic shock. And I've told you what Primeboy's lawyer is Wumi and IPO. So recalled. I'm moving on. I can't dwell in that. I'm not a teacher. So,
okay, admit. Are you okay? We admit you are not a teacher.
Shitu SAN is recalling Shitu SAN has recalled the Prado driver, the nurse. Who else did I mention here? You know, some people sometimes they just want to say they know something and they start arguing blindly. This is one of them.
But I think next time you push your narrative, you need to push facts. Don't say what you don't know.
Karimot via virtual. We have barrister. I don't know. Amen. Can you tell me? I did not ask why Falade was asked. Why Falade was asked? 1, 2, 3, 4, and Darusha. Please tell me why this one I have questions with. This one.
Yeah.
Falade will be
asked. There's a barrister that was summoned. There's a lawyer that was summoned.
Well, it's five delay. Okay, 5 delay. Go ahead.
No, I'm asking, is the person a lawyer?
Yeah, I said barrister 5 delay.
I don't know the person. Is it the lawyer that was in the house when Mohbad died, or?
No. No, I have to ask. I think this was Baba's previous lawyer. I think it's Baba's previous lawyer. I'm assuming it's Baba's previous lawyer. I am not. Okay. I don't know. I can ask. In fact, let me call and ask if it is it's Mohbad. It's Mohbad's lawyer. So it's Fadele. So so it's Fadele. So it's the lawyer that was in the house. Yeah, they said Fadele. Fadele is Mohbad's lawyer. And yeah, if it's Mohbad's lawyer, now I know why he has to come.
Yeah.
Falade.
That's the question.
Falade. Let me see. If it is Mohbad's lawyer,
now applied to recall all of those persons. They have they testified before?
No, it's not a recall.
Okay, so it's a summon.
Yeah. So this one's a summon.
Okay, the court have granted, the court have approved. Yeah. But did the court approve? Is it that there is an application or the court has?
Granted. And this was planted.
I think there's problem. Maybe that's why they are doing all those videos, dancing, trying to act as if they are fine. But I'm sure we're getting to hear of all this. They know that there is rain of fire dropping down.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see how they can escape the situation.
The question is, they said the magistrate was making excuses, for the pathologist. The question is why?
What kind of excuses? What did the magistrate say that?
I think, she's trying to say he doesn't have to be there. Maybe he does not have to be cross-examined. Could it be because they made a boo-boo?
That the pathologist does not have to be cross-examined?
He doesn't have to come. He was making excuses. I was told. I didn't probe, further. I did not probe further.
Well, it depends on what the pathologist stands, or the position the pathologist stands in the case, how the results is being considered by the magistrate. Is it that the result is coming in as evidence, like how there is something we call like in a supine form also, or it's went in there like it's being tendered from the bar directly, not being tendered through the pathologist upon examination, laying of the proper foundation like the normal processes. So if they are considering it in that aspect, then that the magistrate will be correct. But if there are facts that need to be countered, I don't know, there are processes with respect to countering expert witness, because the pathologist is going to be addressed as an expert witness in that position.
But
so
his report was wrong. I don't know what Baba's autopsy and toxicology reports. I don't know what is there, but I know that.
Yeah, if they believe the report was wrong, I think there are ways they make that application. And how do you know the report is wrong when you are not also an expert in that field? So having that Baba's own pathologist, conduct that their own test and get their own result will be a valid ground to allow that cross-examination easier and smoothly. So even if the magistrate is making excuses, it will not stand in the end. It will not stand in the end. There are other ways where you apply, and the magistrate will not have any option than to approve.
That is true. So let me see if I have any other information here. 1, 2, 3, 4, Falade, okay. Darusha, Prado driver, Karimot, okay. So they have to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubts. So this, I don't know, and maybe it's going to be Wumi that has to prove. And I still don't agree that there was a fire without a singular picture ID.
Yeah, no video, no nothing on the internet. A celebrity engaged in a fight and crowds are there, and no video, nothing.
But did Adura say there was a fight between Mo and the wife in the room on that night? I think.
Yes, Adura confirmed. Adura said fight at home in the room.
And after the fight, nobody saw Mohbad after that fight. According
he said no one saw Mohbad. Mo after the afternoon.
Yeah, so this morning when I checked my TikTok, there's a video that came up where Karimot was showing where woman wound his hand, he put some plaster or bandage when he went to the burial ground. Yeah.
But we also know, I think the fight in the house has been confirmed because Wumi also said there was an argument and there was a little argument about the Canada, but it was not big. Now we know it was big.
So I think there is kind of a bit of injury in her own hand that she put plaster.
So Karimot showed it?
Yeah, on the video this morning when she was showing it on when she went to the burial ground when they were doing the burying Mohbad, the first burial, burying him when she appeared there. They were showing like a plaster.
Oh, okay. You know, for me, we also saw something on her forehead. Forehead was swollen. You remember when Soma did the analysis, the forehead was swollen. I've not sat in my jacuzzi today with people. So in case I'm smelling. Yes, no phone, never been no me, see well.
No wonder.
No wonder. No, stop it. Stop it, Daddy. Get your wet on $1.
Abina.
Bye. Thank God for everything. We are grateful, Lord Jesus.
So, any questions? We can talk about any other aspect of it. Any questions on the inquest from today? Hello. If Mohbad is not here, you guys are not talking.
The woman.
Okay, let me say something now. I really want Mohbad to be here before I say it, so he can approve or disapprove. Okay, but let me say something.
Okay.
I don't want to say it in his absence though, but I don't. The floor is quiet, so I must well just say it now. And
muted.
Huh? So I must well just say that today's inquest was a win for justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad. So Mohbad had a win. Papariano does not believe that it's cause for celebration, and it does not really cause for that kind of like celebration. But I want every inquest, I have always scored every inquest in a win or fail. You know, like if the inquest favors Team Baba or favors Team Omi. And I will tell you that today's inquest